Hello Aries, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista. This is your reading for the week of May 13th to 19th, 2019. Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's just have a look at what is happening for you. If you want, you can check out my introduction to the channel video. It tells a very little bit about how I read the tarot. It's more of a psycho-spiritual perspective. It's not so much about fortune telling or predicting. It's more about looking at where things are for you, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And so let's just dive right in. So the first card, and the one that is looking at where we are physically, is the Page of Cups. And our second, and looking at emotions, is the Seven of Wands. And we have the Ace of Wands for mental, where we're at mentally. And the Ten of Swords for spiritual. So a lot of surrender going on there. So it looks like physically there's a lot of emotion impacting how you're doing physically. Maybe not super rough waters around with your emotions, but you know, there is a bit of turbulence there. It's maybe just happening in the background, not really bothering you too much, or too much in your awareness all of the time. But certainly when you're sleeping or in your dreams, you may be finding actually you may be finding some information about where things are at for you physically. Or, yeah, physically. Alternatively, if you're looking for answers for things that are happening with you on a physical level, look to your dreams, and maybe before you fall asleep, ask for some guidance about what's happening, and maybe some information about where you can go with it, what you can do to help maybe alleviate any sort of difficulties or challenges that you have to overcome at this point. But it doesn't really look like there are huge problems for you. It just looks like this is a good time to have that communication back and forth within yourself. And emotionally, with the Seven of Wands here, it looks like you have just come through something, and you are at the point where you're able to realize that whatever this contention or strife or disagreement or feeling of defensiveness was, that just is no longer serving you anymore. It just doesn't really even apply. Something that you were very invested in defending yourself on, you've suddenly realized you can just walk away and still have your what you know to be true and what you feel to be true is unchallenged now. And this has led to, or is going to lead to, during this week, a new kind of gift, a new way of thinking, a new way of connecting to your passion. And it'll be something you didn't really see coming, but it is like a knock on the head, and you are full bore towards it, and it opens up all kinds of doors for you in terms of how you look at things and deal with things that just weren't there before, that you didn't even see, but all of a sudden they're chalk right in front of you. And on a spiritual level, with the Ten of Swords, I tend to believe that, especially with what has gone on for you emotionally, this has meant that spiritually you're very hard on yourself in the way that you think. And it has in the past caused you to self-sabotage. But at this point, you're at the end of that. You're at the point where you are not only ready to walk away from the emotional strife and challenges, but you're ready to see the light at the end of the tunnel and to accept that, you know, things can move forward from here, and that the things that perhaps you were taught or were enforced by the different institutions in your life, whether they be educational, medical, um, church, or religion, if that applies to you at all, those are no longer the voices that you're going to be hearing with respect to what's happening for you right now. And that looks like a lot of freedom. It's you're just about ready to let go of those. You're at the point of surrender, and your goal this week is to move towards letting go completely. And really, it's okay to be a bit in your head this week about this new part that's come up for you, and the new that's replacing this end of the cycle, because when there's an ending, there's always a new beginning. And so maybe that's what, you could be looking to your dreams about, more information on how to embody this new gift of passion that you are coming into this week. I hope this has been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below if this resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. It's a general reading. It's hard to have it be bang on for everybody. If you want your own personal reading, I'd be happy to provide you one. The link to my website is in the description below, or just send me a message and we can get started on that for you. So hope you have an excellent week. Bye-bye.